Solstar, welcome to a coronavirus special of our Tuesday boxing class. So, greetings from self-isolation. Today, we're going to be focusing on the theme of coronavirus. So, I want you to channel the idea that everyone's punching hands have germs on them. We're going to be avoiding punches, we're going to be moving out of the way, we're going to get our heads off the centre line, we're going to get out of the way of those punches. Okay, so the way this is going to work, I'm going to demonstrate a technique, and then I want you to go away and do it for 2 minutes. So I'm going to do each drill, you're going to do 2 minutes twice through. So I want you to do 2 minutes of the exercise with a 30-second rest. This means that you can go away and you put on your own tunes. Don't have to listen to my rubbish music taste today, so you can thank me for that. What we're going to do is we're going to do warm-up. So go, get ready, sort yourself out, get some water, get some music on, and we'll jump straight in with a warm-up. Alright, so we're going to get started with our warm-up. First up, we're going to get those joints moving. So, first little one, just rolling your wrists. Make sure you go both ways. Get the ankles going as well. Again, both ways. Both legs. Hands on knees. Rolling them around. Get them nice and mobile. And on the hips, nice big circles. From here we're going to rotate our torso. Try not to fall over. Nice big shoulder rolls. Both directions. Open up that hip socket. Both legs. Lastly, we're going to do neck. So nice gentle rotations. Got shake. Nice and loose. Now get up on your toes, we're going to start moving, get the heart rate a little bit higher. Just shaking out anything that's a bit tight. Star jumps. Bringing the arms up as well. Punching out in front. To the floor. And to the ceiling or sky. Back to those star jumps. From here we're going to stick to torso twists, so knees to elbows. Back to those star jumps. Now we're going to do sprint for 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the star jumps. One more sprint. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to stop being cousin it. While we're waiting, you do a little static stretch. So I want you to kick out, touch your toes. A few times each side, stretch out the hamstrings. out, a lunge, turn, turn, and back, turn, turn. I've done that a couple of times, back to the centre, hold the knee, pull it towards you, get a little point and flex on the ankle as well at the same time, and back down, pull that knee towards you, this time I'm going to stretch out the hamstrings, sweep down, both legs, make sure that toe is pointing to the sky. Couple more. Lastly, hands on hips, going to come down one leg and around. Go. Great, should be nice and limber now. So back on the toes. Go back into that cardio. Punch out in front. To the floor. Sky. And sprint. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to that jump. Start jump up and out. Should pick up the pace now a little bit. Should be nice and warm. Go back to that sprint. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to that jump. Last little sprint. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Alright, grab a quick drink if you need it, get your stuff ready, we're going to jump into the drills. Now we've had a bit of a switch around, so now you can see our washing. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the technique, and then I want you to go away and do it for 2 minutes twice with a 30-second break in between. So the first one is just really pure and simple. All I want you to do is move around in your boxing stance. So remembering that the theme of today is aversion, coronavirus aversion, so I want you to be in your stance. So just a reminder, feet shoulder width, you take a step back on the side of the hand that we write with, and you're going to turn your feet very slightly off to the side. You're going to bring the weight onto the balls of the feet, so the weight is slightly distributed further forwards. Nice bent knees, so you've got a little bit of a bounce. That rear heel comes off the floor so that you can rotate, and then the hands come up to protect your face. So on the phone with the backhand, and then singing into the microphone with the front. So we want to have a nice tight guard, elbows are tucked in to protect your body. You can move around like this, and then what I want you to do is move around, going forwards and backwards, lots of little steps, keeping this nice triangular stance and moving your head. Okay, so we're avoiding the punches, we're going to slip, we're going to duck, we're going to step out and back in, we're going to move around, pivoting off to the sides, whatever you like. I don't want you to throw any punches for now. I just want you to get comfortable moving around, bring that heart rate up, keep thinking about your footwork. Okay, so now you've done that twice through, hopefully, we're going to build on it, we're going to add to that. So what I want you to do now is we're going to introduce some punching. So in your stance, in your guard again, I want you to throw the jab, solo jab, just the lead hand, and I want you to keep moving. So we're going to be jabbing and moving around. So with the jab, as we always go over, from your guard position, it comes out, one hand is protecting your face, you move out, you twist over your wrist right at the last moment, the knuckles are horizontal, so your palm is facing the floor, shoulders protecting your face, other hand stays here to keep you nice and protected, and it comes straight back again. So all the way out, all the way back, just as quickly. So what we're going to be doing is jab, move. Moving around in your stance, jab and move. Practice that. I want you to do another 2 minutes of that with a 30-second break and then another 2 minutes of that. So again, 2-minute rounds. Off you go. So you might be surprised to learn that I'm going to add another punch into this one. So we're going to be doing exactly the same thing again, but this time rather than just throwing the jab, we're going to throw the jab and the cross. So the 1-2 combination, lovely simple combination, really effective if you can get in there, throw it, get out and move off. So what I want you to do is, in your stance, moving around, head movement, footwork, 1-2, nice and quick, and then move off. So that can be out backwards, it can be off to the side, you can pivot, whatever it is. I want you to move your head and try and move your feet as well. So get out of the way, avoid that coronavirus, off you go. Another 2 minutes, twice through. Okay, so now we've been working on our footwork, but I want you to move your heads a lot more as well. So we've just done the 1-2, nice and straight, lots of hip rotation on that backhand. This time we're going to throw the 1-2, and then we're going to imagine, presumably you don't have anyone to punch you, unfortunately, but we're going to imagine another 1-2 coming back at us. What we're going to do to avoid those punches is we're going to slip out of the way. So remember, when you're slipping, you keep your hands up in your guard position. I want you to take your hands with you while you slip. And we're going to move our head off the center line so that the punch will go past our ear. To do that, we're going to duck, we're going to use our legs and our hip rotation to move our heads out of the way. So comes off to the side, very small movement. I don't want it to lean, and I don't want you to over exaggerate it. It just needs to miss your head by a little bit. It doesn't have to be really, really huge movement, because that will make it more difficult for you to then throw the next shot. So nice straight punches, hip rotation on that backhand, remember, and then once we've thrown them, slip, slip. Practice that. Once you do the routine, I want you to move off. So 1-2, slip, slip, and move. Again, 2 times 2, off you go. Okay, last one. This time I'm going to get you to move and change levels. So I want you to throw a jab to the head. We're going to duck down under a jab that comes at us, keeping our hands nice and tight. Throw the backhand to the body, remembering we're coming from body height. This hand is protecting our face, and we're going to still rotate these hips. Comes back out, stand back up, and rotate to get the backhand to the head. So that's jab to the head, sit down, backhand to the body, stand back up, backhand to the head. When you're throwing those 2 rear hands, the jab hand stays to protect your face at all times. So once you've thrown that jab and brought it back, it stays there. So jab, sit under as you duck, stand back up, the 2 rear hands. Okay, so once you've done that, again, predictably, we're going to move. So jab, sit, backhand, and move on. You can move however you like, whether that's a pivot, a step, whatever you want. Focus on your footwork, get out of the way of that coronavirus. Okay, so hopefully you should have enjoyed those drills. Nice and warm now. So we're going to finish off with a little circuit just to build some strength and conditioning into it. So the way it's going to work is we're going to do each exercise pair, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, twice through. So there's 5 sets, which means 10 exercises, twice through each. So the first one I'll demonstrate, and then I'll demonstrate each one, and then we can jump into the actual circuit. So first one, easier version is just a star jump. The harder version, star burst, so sitting all the way down and exploding up. And then the second part of that pair is a push-up. So we want a nice straight line from your point of contact with the floor, whether that's your toes or your knees, and your shoulders. So hands, shoulder width, want you to look ahead, tuck those elbows in, all the way down, all the way up again. Try and keep your back nice and flat. The next one is going to be a high knee pause. So this is group 2. I'm going to just make sure I know what I'm doing. So the first one, high knee pause. So pause on the third. Do that as fast as you can. And the second exercise is going to be a jackknife. So I want you to sit on your tailbone, extend the arms all the way out. For the harder version, don't let your feet or hands or shoulders touch the floor. So hovering off the floor, gonna sit to the middle. I go to the side as well. And reach up. Try and touch your toes. Komsa. Finally, next third one is a squat jump. So first off, sit into that squat, explode up as high as you can. 30 seconds of that. And then I think we're doing Russian twists. So we're gonna sit on our tailbone, feet up in the air for the harder version, feet on the floor for the easier version. If you want to make it harder, sit further back. So feet up or not, hands up nice and straight, gonna touch to the side, rotating, trying to keep that back nice and flat. If you have some weight, you can also add some weight and it makes it harder. Okie dokie. Number 4, we're going to do jumping lunges, or just lunges if you want to make it easier. So this is the cardio one, down and switch your feet. The jumping lunges, if you're doing the easier version, just normal lunges is fine. Then we've got some side planks, so make sure you remember which side you do first so you can do the other one. So I want hand on hip, then dip down to almost the floor, then push back up. All the way down, all the way up. Obviously, make sure you can do it on both sides. From the side that looks like that. All the way down, all the way up again. And the final round, we're going to be doing a lateral jump. So you can't really see that here, but we're going to explode off to the side. Try and land on one foot. If you find that too difficult, you can land on both feet, so let them touch. But it's harder if you just land on the one foot. And then the final exercise is a squat thrust. So in your press up position, bring both knees in to the elbows and out. So you don't want your back to bow too much. You want to keep it nice and flat like you would with the press up. In, out, and continue. Okay, so that's a brief rundown. I'm going to try and remember them the whole way through. So grab a quick drink if you need it, and that's what we're going to do. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to do this without forgetting any of them, and also using my watch whilst probably having to be on my hands at the same time. So it's obviously not going to be perfect, but try and do it alongside. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Off we go with the star jumps or bursts. Do the hardest one you can for as long as you can. Halfway. Nearly there. Last 5. And time. So 15-second rest. Kick out your legs. Going to go down into our press up position. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Halfway through the round. Last 5. One more. And time. Another 15-second rest. Okay, so next up we're going back to the star burst or star jumps, whatever it is. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Nearly there. And time. Back down into that press up position. 3, 2, 1. Nice straight back, remember. Looking straight ahead. "15 seconds down, 15 seconds to go. And time. Okay, well done. So that's the first round. Now we're going to do the next round. That means I have to remember what it is. High knee pause is the first one. The second one is a jackknife. So I'm going to give you a slightly longer break this time. I'm going to go in 3, 2, 1. Remember, you can pump your arms as well. Pausing on the third. Halfway. And time. That's a nice and easy one. So remember that jackknife on your tailbone. We're going to reach up in the middle, touch your feet, so off we go. All the way down, all the way up again. Keep going for as long as you can. Remember to make it harder. Don't let your feet touch the floor. Try and keep your legs nice and straight. And time. Back onto one more round of that high knee pause. 3, 2, 1. Last 10. And time. Into our position for that jackknife. Out we go, off we go. Last 10. And time. Alright, slightly longer break while I remember the next set. Okay, so this one, we're doing squat jumps, so remember all the way down, and explode up, and then Russian twist where you rotate on your tailbone. So I'm going to need another 15 seconds. I'm going to take this off. Woo.
Grrr.
3, 2, 1, off we go. Then jump squats. Halfway. Try and keep a nice flat back. Last 5. And time. That next one is a Russian twist. So sit down on your tailbone, feet in the air if you're doing that, and off we go. Halfway. And time. Hop back up. I'm going to go straight back into that jump squat. Got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Halfway. Nearly there. And time. It's warm. We're going to drop down into that position for the Russian twist. Off we go in 3, 2, 1. Halfway. Time. Okay, so again, slightly longer break. This time I do remember the next round. So this one is either straight lunge, alternating which side goes forwards, or a jumping lunge. So all the way down, switch feet in mid-air. Give you another 15 seconds. Then the other exercise is going to be that side hip raise, so remember which one you start with for that one. Okay, you've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go on those lunges. Getting as low as you can. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and time. Down on one side. Remember which side, hands on hip. Pushing up. Last 10. And time. Gonna go again on those jumping lunges or lunges in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And relax. Remembering which side you went on. So I'm going to go this way. Nice little sit down first. 3, 2, 1, off we go. All the way down and then push up. Use those abs, use those obliques. Work those core muscles. Three, 2, 1, time. Okay, slightly longer rest while I remember the last one. That's the one. So we're going to do a lateral jump, which is essentially just jumping side to side, trying to land on one foot. If you can only land on both, that's fine. Then we're going to do the squat thrust. From that press up position, legs going in and out. So you've got 15 seconds almost. First up, we're going to do those lateral jumps. So try and land as lightly as you can with these. The idea is not to be too heavy, just like with boxing. Alright, off we go. Try and explode as far to the left and right as you can. And try and stay nice and low. Work those legs. Time. 15 seconds rest. Down into that press up position. Looking straight ahead. Off we go. Legs going in and out. Bum stays down. Halfway. Try and find a nice rhythm. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Time. Almost there. Just 2 more goes. I've forgotten what I'm doing next.
Jumps.
Oh yeah, side jumps. Perfect. Right, I'm going to go because I messed that one up. So off we go now. Okay, and time. Slightly short round, sorry. Back to those squat thrusts. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Last 10. 2, 1, and time. Okay, well done, that was it. Next round we're going to do static. So watch the space, grab a quick drink if you need it, and come back. Okay, lovely. I've had a moment to breathe there, so that's good. I hope you have too. Next round is just going to be some static exercises to work on our core strength and conditioning. So we're just going to do 4 exercises and I'll demo them when we're about to do them. So first up, we're going to do a T stabilization. So I want you in your press up position. Again, what we're going to do, nice flat back. You're going to reach through on one side. You're going to come up and you're going to reach to the sky. I'm going to do 30 seconds on each side. So you're going to go reach through and up, reach through and up. The wider you have your feet, the easier it will be. So if you want to make it harder for yourself, you can do it with your feet stacked. So that looks like this from here. So you go through, really works the core, and then up. Do it nice and slowly so that you have a chance to work all of these muscles. So we're going to go on 30 seconds. So get down into your position. Decide which side is going first. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. So reaching through and then stabilizing at the top. Keep breathing. Nice and slow. Halfway. Change sides. Time. Okie dokie. Right. So, the next one is going to be a wide sumo squat. So feet nice and wide. This one will hurt the insides of your thighs tomorrow or the day after. We're going to go all the way down into a sumo squat. As you stand up, one leg comes up to the side, try and get it to hip height, and then we're going to alternate. So one on each side in alternation, like that. Okay, so we're going to do a whole minute of this. So plant your feet nice and wide. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Again, go nice and slowly. The point of this is to get good range of motion and to squeeze at the top. So you're really strengthening those hip abductors, the glutes, and obviously getting a bit more of a stretch and workout in on those quads as well. Don't forget to breathe. Exhale on the hardest bit. Done 45 seconds so far. Last 10. And time. Okay, so kick out those legs. Next one we're going to do is a nice narrow squat, so your feet basically together. And we're going to go down into a normal squat, keeping your back flat again. As we come up, this time we're going to kick out in front. Again, we're going to alternate the legs. Again, we want to try and get those legs as high as you can. Try and get them nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, off we go. there, last 15. And time. Okay, so we're doing one last one. And for this one, it's the dreaded quick feet. So I want you to sit down into a squat, then I want you to move your feet as fast as you can. Periodically, I'm going to shout things like up, and I want you to jump, and down. And I want you to go into the squat thrust position, straight back on those quick feet. This is your last one, so really push this one. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, in your position, quick feet, down. The lower you sit, the harder this is. Up, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Only halfway, God. Up, down. Keep pushing, it's the last one. Down. Up. Up. Last 10. Down. Down. Up. Time. Whew. Quick drink, last little bit. I'm going to make you hold 3 exercises as long as you can. I'm not going to do it with you, but I want you to do it. So the final bit of the workout before the cool down, I promise this is the last bit, we're going to do a burnout round. So for these exercises, I'm going to show you what you're doing, and then I want you to do them for as long as you can. I want you to push yourselves, do it till you absolutely cannot do anymore. So the first one, I want you to do a plank. Hopefully you all know how to do this. So you can either do it off your hands or your elbows. All I want is a nice flat back, no bowing of the bum, no dropping it, and no bum in the air. So nice and flat like this. And I want you to look straight ahead. If you want to make it harder, don't let your hands touch. If you can, if you need to, make your hands come together. That gives you a bit of extra stability. So we're going to look straight ahead, and I want you to go as long as you can until you absolutely cannot go any further. Your body starts shaking and you have to drop. Okay? Off you go. Okie doke. Number 2 of 3. We're going to work the legs this time. So we're going to do a squat. So I want you to hold that squat for as long as you can. Either arms out in front or holding the chest. If you want to be a real sadist, you can hold some weight, a couple of bottles of water. If you've got actual weights, even better. But I just want you to hold, nice flat back. Again, we're looking straight ahead so that you've got a nice straight back and spine. And we're going to hold this for as long as you can. Try and bring your weight further back so you could even take your heels off the floor. That's how you really work those glutes and those quads. So off we go. You might want to take your shoes off if you're inside for this one. We're going to do a handstand against the wall, and just try this one. If you can't do it, obviously do it off, at an angle. Maybe put your feet on a chair or something like that. If you can do it off the wall, perfect. So what we're going to do, put your hands near the wall, walking it up. Get nice and close. So this should work your shoulders, and you're just going to stay vertical as long as you can, and this should really work your shoulders. So off you go. Wonderful, it's all over. I'm sure you all did that for about 20 minutes each exercise. I know you did. All very strong people at Solstar, of course. All we've got to do left now is the cool down. I know it's the best bit. So what we're going to do, going to work from the feet and end at the top. So nice little ankle rotations just to start with. Going to try and bring our breathing down. Slow kicks to the bum. Now I'm going to grab one ankle, feet together, knees together, thrust out with this hip to try and extend the stretch. And change sides. Knees together, pushing that hip out. Hold on to a wall for balance if you need. And relax. Nice big step out behind you. Heel off the floor, so we're stretching out this hip. Leaning forwards onto this bent leg. Change sides. Again, heel off the floor, lean forwards. I want you to reach up to the sky, nice deep breath. As we come down, we're going to try and touch our toes. And relax. This time, I want you to bring your knee to your chest. Bring it nice and close. Rotate that ankle if you want. Okay, now we're going to put this ankle on this knee. Sit down, stretch out the hip flexor. A little bit of balance control as well. Stand back up. Same on the other side, so hug that knee to your chest first. Wiggle of your ankle if you need. And very slowly place that ankle on your knee, sitting down. And relax. Okay. Hands on the floor, press up position. Walk out the feet. You're going to take one foot and push the opposite heel into the floor, stretching out the calf. So on the side even, that might make more sense. So we want one foot pushing that other foot into the floor. Change sides. Relax. Okay, so a nice big step out. One knee to your elbow. And then we're going to stretch up. And same on the other side. So swap. And relax. Standing up. Rolling those shoulders. Both ways. Nice big arm across your chest. Big stretch. Should feel this in your shoulders. Change sides. And arm up and over. You can't reach behind you, just push behind like this. Try and keep your head up nice and straight. Change sides. Wrist wiggle, hands together in front of you. You're going to round the back, push out, nice soft knees, and relax. Same thing behind your back, push up, look up slightly, try and get your arms as high as you can. If you want to get slightly extra stretch, you can bend over and let gravity do its job. Last little one, look into the left and to the right and up, down, gentle rolls, both ways, last little shake, and we're done. Stay safe, team. Don't forget to wash your hands. I'm completely muddy. So have a great time. Look after each other, especially in testing times like these. Who knows how long we're going to be doing this.